Kaizer Chiefs are linked with 3 players from Cape Town Spurs. There is also another player who might be getting promoted to the senior team. Nazari reveals why he wants to join Kaizer Chiefs. And the most important and impressive and the nicest news of today, Uhambile, Cavin Johnson has been sacked by Kaizer Chiefs. That made my day. Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Pilo, I am your host, and this is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. Khosi Football Club. Right, let's start with Cavin Johnson. After that speculation that we got last week that Chiefs might be thinking of keeping Cavin Johnson, it turns out it was just that, a speculation, because today, like 2 hours ago, the club released a statement saying, hey, Cavin Johnson is gone. Thank you for your contributions. And I will say this, I think Cavin Johnson was very important to Kaizer Chiefs in a sense that if we had never gotten Cavin Johnson to coach Chiefs, then we would have never known how bad that club can become. Since we knew how bad we can become, then we're like, nah, we have reached rock bottom. The only way we can go is up. So now we solve the problems thanks to Cavin Johnson. Bye-bye, Cavin. We will not miss you. Number 2, we are talking about Nazari, who says that he chose Kaizer Chiefs offer because it is an honor for him to supervise a team of Kaizer Chiefs' value. And at the same time, as a Tunisian and an Arab, he has a responsibility and an opportunity to learn about different cultures, football, socially, which again he aspires to. All of the nice things that you would say, obviously. But we know that this man wanted challenge since last year when he was linked with Kaizer Chiefs. It did not materialize, but then eventually he has ended up coming to Kaizer Chiefs. And by the way, the Throne Cup is playing today at 6 p.m. I'm sorry if you're watching this after 6 p.m. But let's go watch that game. It's on YouTube. I think I'll link the video to the channel down below where you can watch that game so that we can then watch Nabi and see if he really does play haram football or he plays beautiful football. So we'll go check that video out. Next up, we are talking about Umfana Lo Wagatati. But before we talk about the boy from Tati, let's make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel so that YouTube can see that you're enjoying this video and spread it to more people like you. Now, there is Uspesi Tati and is currently playing or is training with the senior team under the careful observance. Oh, what a bad word. That's not a good word. That is incorrect. He's being watched by Uta Cruz to see if he can fit in the senior team. And the nice thing about Specifically Tati, for those of you who don't watch MTC like me, is that he's played already with Abum Fundo Vilagazi, Abum Tusha Balala, Abo Samgelozwane. So think of it this way. We get that boy who is a good player as well. We get him added to the senior team. This generation, Abo Samgelozwane, Abum Tu, Abum Fundo, that generation could just come up dangerous. You remember that Barcelona that had Abo Busquets, Abo Xavi, Abo Iniesta, Abo Messi coming together from La Masia and becoming the main players in the senior team. So I think we could have a situation like that because we have a lot of quality players and now we have a good technical team. So yeah, we'll see if it does well or not. Next up, we are going to talk about the 3 players who are linked with Kaizer Chiefs. But I will ask you this thing. Do you think that Utati, it's too soon to promote him into the senior team? Or do you think that it's fine? He's too young, maybe he should go back? Because if you look at his age, he's like 19. So we can still have another year in the MTC. I don't know. Because some people will say, just throw him in the deep end, man. I mean, we already know that Chandra Campbell is going abroad. Why are we not giving our young stars an opportunity in the senior team? We shall see. Next up, obviously, Chiefs are linked with these 3 players who are currently playing in the COSAFA Cup right now. Number 1, just go back. How many weeks ago? 6 weeks ago. Remember when Kaizer Chiefs were made to just look bad against a team that was already relegated, and that was thanks to one Asanele Velepai. Bazebatik Mele City. Uvela Gupi. I forgot even where they were saying Vela, somewhere nonsense that I'm speaking right now. But Uvelepai is one player who's linked with Kaizer Chiefs. Only 21, is a left winger once again in that position that we look at with Kaizer Chiefs and say, we perhaps need to get someone for that position. So he's there In 23 games that he played for Cape Town Spurs, which I don't think we should really judge him on, he scored 1 goal and also gave 1 assist. On top of that, he joined Cape Town Spurs in 2020. It's 2024. So it's likely 1 year remaining in his contract or something like that. So it'd be available for Kaizer Chiefs. But if they were to buy him, his market value right now is close to 5 million rands. So, Velepai, what do you think? Do you think Kaizer Chiefs should go after him? Speaking of Cape Town Spurs players, the next one is obviously the one who's been linked with Kaizer Chiefs, and Goal are continuing to report that, yes, he might still be linked with Kaizer Chiefs. And the manager of Cape Town Spurs, or not coach, the CEO does not want to say, yes, we're talking to Kaizer Chiefs. He just confirmed that, yes, Kaizer Chiefs did want to sign this player 2 years ago. And we know Kaizer Chiefs, with players they were once interested in, they usually go back. And given the fact that they just let go Sfiso Hlanti, they just let go Unjabulo Ngobo, they might actually want to go and get to Dudley. So I would be watching that with a very keen eye, because Dudley cannot just play as a center back, but they can also push him into the left back position. So keep your eye on that. Do you think that Kaizer Chiefs will go by him, especially given that his value right now is close to 7 million? So I don't know. Chiefs, do they have 7 million to spend on a person who can be a center back but also solve the left back problems? Because they can rotate with Dove, right? We've spoken about how Dove is not a player who can play as a left back the entire season because of his injuries. But let's hope that will change, given the fact that we also have new strength and conditioning people. And then to the next one, which is Ashley Cupido. Ashley Cupido can play across the front three: left wing, right wing, and the center forward. And he's very quick and he's very just physically imposing as a player. We've talked about Cupido before, but it's coming up again, and now Chiefs are starting to make decisions. Is he the one that can come in there at Kaizer Chiefs and offer Uranga some competition as well? Because Cupido is only 23 years old, and we have spoken so much about the importance of players being capable of slotting as a left winger, as a 9, as a right winger. Which brings an interesting question to me, by the way, Uguti. Do you guys actually think that Chiefs should be buying versatile players, or they should just be buying specialists, if you get what I mean? Because if you're getting a number 9, an out-and-out number 9, you know you're expecting one thing and one thing from that player: goals. But you get a player like Dupree. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but I'm saying if you get to Dupree, then when he starts missing chances, you're like, yeah, but if you think about it, Dupree is actually not a striker, so it's understandable. He's more of a winger type. Do you think that Chiefs should continue with the method of, let's get a flexible player who can do whatever? Or should they just say, let's now get specialists? Do let me know down on the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, remember, Khosi, I'll pay you more.